Hello everyone and welcome back to my video. Today I will show you how to trade crypto. So firstly, this is one of the requests that my members made in our group. We did have a bit of basically just wait, where is that? No. Yeah, I'm going to post guide just to help him know what trading is. Shout out to him, I guess. Firstly, market orders. Um, what are market orders? Basically, if you want to buy Bitcoin, the market price, which is this index price, is the true price of Bitcoin. So market means that you want to buy any amount of Bitcoin that you want to. Okay, that's the first. So that's basically just like it. And there are limits on how many Bitcoin can you buy. For example, I think it has to be above $1. It depends on the exchange. And let me show you for a second. Okay. You can let how many BTC you want, but I always prefer it in USD. Okay, but Bitcoin, so this one must be larger. Let's do 1.1. Yeah, it's not fun, and not any of this is not financial advice. I'm just doing trades for the sake of demonstrating on how to buy. Okay, or the history. Okay, as you see, I've built in. They have an ID of the price. Alright, and a total of Bitcoin. And we have some fees here. Fees are 0.1% on my chain, on because I only have 0. But you can also have a rebate if you using my if you're doing my referral. I'm currently not using any, so my fees will be definitely higher than yours. You will have a up to 40%, I think, no, 20% on fee reduction. So that's that. Yeah, that's that. Fees, yeah. This was free covering. Okay, this is skip. Small trading value of 10%. This is my account, and I'm putting that hoping. Why is that? What is this? Is my future trading volume, and this is my spot trading volume. It doesn't matter, but spotting fees, yeah, 2%. Okay. Wow. 24 discount for details. Ooh, and that's it. Hey, let's see. Yeah. You can use the coins that are native to the exchange as a free discount. Some may even get a free if you did 10. Firstly, about orders. What that is what there is what sorry about that. And what market order is. What about limit orders? So you want do you think it's too high on Bitcoin? Let's just want okay, you can just copy paste it by right clicking if you are using a laptop. Okay. Limit order by second only one for second demonstrating and we split. Wow. Oh no, I don't want to buy 2 Bitcoin. Thank you. I would like to. Just let's say $2, I guess. Okay. A limit price. Yeah. You will be a taker on limit price. But when will a taker will become a maker? So if you don't know, maker is confusing. Makers, yes, are just makers are people that buy this baby for the field. For the field. Okay, sorry for that. For the field. Instantly. Okay. So instantly field orders are called smart market. order. Then they just ask of liquidity, they make liquidity for me. And they take no this the no like this like oh no this like takers I mean these takers the makers are the one that put limit orders. So basically that are orders that are left to be filled. Basically that is waiting to be filled. Okay, so that's why it's called makers, 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 whatever you call. Yeah, yeah. You can also press Control Z. That I don't know if you can use Control Y. No. Yeah, yeah. You can cancel it in here, but you can edit it. Edit in price, the amount, and the total amount that you want. You can also set a TP and it's stuff out. TP, yeah, look at this, $330. The stop loss, wow, therefore one. You can only lose one down. It's like a very downside, side. But that doesn't really matter because on spot trading you can never get liquidated. You only lose 100% of the amount that you put in, of course, at the maximum value. Right? Because you don't have to force liquidation. This like this TP stop loss. TP is the price you want to sell it if you make profit. For example, if okay, I'm not planning on buying it, but I want to sell it here. So what do I do? I copy, edit, price. Okay, let's just the TP stop loss. Use my TP. What does just happen? Okay, what just happened? No, nothing happened. I wish I didn't tell you go just pop out. Okay, this is TP. And this is the stop loss. Stop loss is at let's say yeah. I mean yeah. Maybe you are more conservative in yeah, in 9 cents. They're gonna say the sound that they make. I don't really get to animate a sound. So then this is the TP sort of order. I will just setting this and I don't know, just leave it there for the sake of the video. Next is TWAP. I will just this more be advanced orders. So to be sum up, we already mentioned it. It doesn't really matter. Just buy limit order. So just limit orders. Okay, TWAP. What is TWAP? TWAP stands for time weighted moving averages. Time weighted moving average. So that means what does it mean? That means you want to play by let's say the advanced option here. You want to buy amount of Bitcoin, but you don't want to buy it in a lump sum. You want to not, you want to because on the same day, price may move down, move down, move down. You or it can move up and you earn profit. But you will, so maybe you want to average it. Okay? Average it here. You can also do the TU up right when it okay, let's say one, two, Bitcoin. One, two, eight Bitcoin. Let's all the six, seven, three. Yeah, doesn't really matter. It's Bitcoin with yeah, say 10, 5. The duration I can let it to 24 hours and some minute. Price variation it isn't really matter doesn't really matter that much. You can put it into USD terms of activation price. It works similar to the limit order. Okay, just call. I want to activate this in that. If it goes low, time interval for each order 60 and my sub order. I want it to split into 24, so also to 14. So maybe I will just simplify by 24. Yay. What do you want? By 1. Okay, try this. order created successfully. This is my T1 order. See that it haven't triggered yet because it hasn't reached our price target. But what would happen if I just, let's say, activate it now? Okay, the same thing. Sub order. What one? I want to buy it. Is successfully filled the market. Sorry about that. So it's filling, but it won't fill right away. It will split into smaller orders. This the first order is already filled at this price. So a total of $1 per order because that's the minimum. That's the minimum. So at least $1 has been filled. It depends on the exchange, but whatever. But usually if you want to buy Bitcoin for $1 every 24 hours, you should put it to $24. I think that's the minimum. Yeah, this what T1 order is. I can cancel it or not. I'll just put it there. For yes, for demonstrating, not really something to evaluate. Spot account. What are iceberg orders? Iceberg is work very similarly to T1. Okay, it works very similarly to T1, but it just split orders into just one. Like it's like a limit market, but you only let's say let's see let's say that you split order into small chunks, much like T1, and the minimum should be $1. But it just only stay at one price. It's usually for the mm, for what? Yeah, for the institution. So I won't be covering them. Blue orders. Oh no. Oh. Is this what is it? Blue orders are a little bit tricky, but for I don't. So just basically just put a order, buy or sell, I just whatever it is, hit that. It's very similar to limit orders. Okay, advanced limit. The always not in content. Advanced limit are just limit orders, but like this like the buy stop order or sell stop. And this the really price gonna really take profit as stop losses. Bidder or cancel doesn't really matter that much. So it's usually for institutions. That's basic for spot. And you can also use margin, but I could recommend you to like if you're not educated about this. Or if you are financially stable. This on spot margin. So can it basically means that you borrow money from the exchange the way we just borrow Bitcoin, I think here. You borrow them $25 and $25 want to create a extend. So you basically borrow $250. Okay, 25 extend 125, 250. So this will mean that you have to pay back if you lose. So let's say if your money turn into okay, let's say become 26, the asset become 26. 26 in 10, you make 260. So you have to repay the 250 with interest. So you will have with $10 and minus X out times the interest rate. So that's that. So if you lose money, you will make the let's say equal to 24 times 10 and 4 and 425. So that's 15, not 25, what am I saying? you'll be at negative and you will still have to pay the interest. So what did you end up with? So what did you end up with? Okay, let's close these indicators. You will left with $36, and this you will end with $24, and that's covering the interest. Although it's not really significant, but yeah, no, wait, what? Why is 24? Interest 10 should be 15. It is to be 25. Sorry about that. Probably that's not that. Let's use by extent. So losses are, I'll say, are larger, and also so losses are larger and losses are larger, and also the profit are also larger. Study to average to 25 to 35. Is this worth it? Is it worth it? Sorry. So you make it to 25 to 35 to have like a 35 for 25. Of course. 25. And you like this, you make 35 from 25. To get here, let's say, uh, 35. The thing is that I think that's around 70, which is around 40% increase. Okay. 40%. Minus fees is it should be near the 40%. This is 3 out of 5. This is minus 40%, of course. But the amount that you needed to make break even, to be break even, okay. You wanted to multiply it with a kind of no, we 60%. 60% you need to make $10 out of $15. $10, $10. Yeah. So how does that match? How much is that? To make $10, 15. It's like, it's like 66%. So risk wisely. If you're losing 40%, you will receive 6%. Break even. Break even. To mention profit. Is that a risk management? Okay. That's for some of the more complicated stuff. And this just uh, these futures, it work very similar to spot. If you are on the long side of it, you belong, you buy spot. Leverage is the amount of money that you are borrowing. It doesn't really matter that much. You're using 2025 leverage. Let's say I only have cost. The cost amount of BTC is the cost. The value of the order. Two these are the same, but in this and Bitcoin, these are USDT. This cost contract. Okay, three of these are the same. This cost. The amount of money they use. Once they liquidated at this price we cross leverage. For isolated leverage, I'm going to stop up very, very near. So I'm borrowing more. Remember, borrowing is losing. If you borrow someone and you lose, you have to pay back even larger. So let's explain it in a way that is easier to explain. Let's say someone have five. They want to borrow 100. This one they use 155 leverage. So they're effectively borrowing $625. Okay, $625. But I mean that if prices move just 1%, Just move what 1%. So you have multiplied by 1 plus 1% on the return on investment. So it means 125% on ROI. But it also applies if you're looking at the you have to pay 5. I will pay 5. And exchange, your exchange will guarantee that your losses will not exceed your funds, because that means you'll be in debt. You'll be in debt and your life will be ruined. Your poor kids leave you and you're broke. So it should be also around minus 125%. Now you raise wisely so you don't burn off your account. The larger you raise, when you lose it, you have to pay a lot more just to break even. I have that on my risk management and trading course. It's totally free, by the way. What is that? I'll be updating more. I'm writing that, but just for some of my friends and also some of you might find it interesting. Yeah, trading principle, risk management, and some technical analysis, blah, blah, blah. And value gap also something like a structure. Very interesting. Hey, it's very similar. But there's another thing. So first I will explain. When you buy spot, you want to effectively buy low and sell high. That's for long. And for short orders, you are betting on the price of an asset going down. So basically, you are already sold here, and you expect it to buy it back as a compensation later on here. But when you're going long, you're buying low and expect that to be appreciated instead of depreciating in here. So buy low, sell high, and sell high, buy low. This is the reverse order. Let's say I want to buy one Bitcoin in here. So I want to buy one Bitcoin. So in here, Bitcoin costs 109, and here it costs 125. Let's say that. So I effectively made a how many? Maybe 125 minus 109, right? 16k. Next is the next, and if this one is for the buy, so you to buy here, so yeah, the contract cost is one Bitcoin, and if you want to sell it in here, let's say 123, 123, you are already placing it. It's a bit nuance, but people basically just sell Bitcoin with the intention of buying it back at lower. Remember that. So you're borrowing it to buy back lower. It's very complicated. It might sound funny, but that's what shorting means. And one is which is let's say two, one Bitcoin is like 21k. Is 21k. What about that? Yeah, yes, what leverage is this position size, not position sizing are more important than the amount of leverage that you put in that. Okay, shopping. The we sell high with basic betting. Conditionals very similar to spot. Scaled. Price is blocking gel. So basically I will explain scaled scale. Yeah. We just placing in with price a range, okay, trading in a range. And let's say 175 and it's the highest price. And the lowest order. You will split the order. Distribution and the okay. So when it descends, it means that uh, so basically is this so just to explain, ascending orders means that it buy less, okay? It buy less, so that means that the term is counted in Bitcoin. It's counted in Bitcoin, and when it goes down, the term is counted in dollars. USD is counted in dollars because the size relative to Bitcoin is increased. So that the USD is fixed and this, and when it goes up, that's it. The less and when ascending, the less money you play, of course. Sorry about that. Means that and flat is also the same amount of orders. You can have another interpretation such as amount of order equals an equal quantity and you just average price. The amount by the contract doesn't really matter that much. Risk wisely. This is funding rate. So basically just the shops playing along and the exchange gets some of it. That's what future said. Hope you like the video and this is the basic guide on how to use simple order types.